Not sure what I'm talking about? Really? Huh. Okay. All right, well, you may or may not find this interesting then. So right now there is a tournament happening between college basketball teams. Happens every year in March, and it's called March Madness because the tournament is crazy. The things that happen, the team that was supposed to win gets beat by the, guys who've never won. It's like the underdog wins. So the way it works is this. There are 64 teams. Now, they've changed that a little bit, but I'm just going to go off of this. There's 64 teams that are going to play in a tournament. And you play a game, and if you lose, you're out. If you win, you continue on. So the way you can visualize this is that you're going to have, let's say, team 1 playing team 2, and then whoever wins that is going to go on to the next round. And then team 3 plays team 4, and whoever wins that goes on to the next round. And we do that all the way for team 63 plays team 64. Okay? Right? Then these two will play, and whoever wins that goes here. And then you'll have another one from this group. They'll come and they'll play, and then these two teams play. And we keep doing that until you get to the very last two teams that play, and then you have the champion. Okay? So let's talk about what every year when the tournament starts, they have what's called the bracket, which shows all 64 teams who's going to play who. And then what you can do is you can go on our website, and I think it's still free. You can fill out a bracket. You can say who's going to win out of this before they play, who's going to win here, who's going to win here, and you fill out what happens after the first round of games. And then you try and predict who's going to win the next round, and then you try and fill out the whole table of what you think is going to happen. And you can go online, you can fill out this bracket for free. If your bracket is correct at the very end, it's like multi-million-dollar reward for anyone who gets it right, okay? Multi-million, I think it's like tens of millions at this point. If anyone can fill out the bracket completely correct, all right? So, there's companies that just put money out there, like, okay, we'll give you $5 million if you can get a correct bracket. So let's talk about why they don't care, like that no one's winning it, okay? Let's talk about it. So, okay, in this first round of games, right, how many games are going to be played here? There's 64 teams. How many games are played? 32, right? Because there's 2 here, 2 here. So there's actually 32 games that are going to be played, yes? So the first thing you have to do is you have to pick, I'm going to call this the round 1 winner, right? You have to do round 1, you have to pick that one, this one. You have to pick 32 correctly, right? There's 32 things you have to get correct. Now, when you fill out this first one, there's 2 choices, aren't there? There's 2 things that could happen here. Either team 1 or team 2 wins. Here, team 3 or team 4. You have to do that correct 32 times, right? So the way you can figure out how many different possibilities that is, since there's 2 possibilities for each game and there's 32 games, the way you can fill out your first round, just the first round, is 2 raised to the 32. That's how many different ways you could just plug in the first round. Okay? Then you get to the next round. How many games will be played in that next round? 16 games now. So you've got to get 16 games right. So now it's 2 to the 16. And then you go down, and now you get to the next one. Now there's 8 games. So you got to get those right, 2 to the 8th. And then you go down again, and now there's only 4 games. So you got to get 2 to the 4th right. And then you go down, and there's only 2 games. So you got to get 2 to the 2 right. And then you go down to the championship game, and there's really only 2 choices that you could have for that championship. So that's 2 to the 1. Now, what you do to figure out how many there are here possible is you multiply all these together. Now, the easy way to multiply these together is, since they all have the same base, is just to add these numbers up. So let's add those up real quick. 32 and 16 is 48, right? 56, 63. So this is 2 to the 63. Do that on your calculator. 2 to the 63. I get 9.223372037 times 10 to the 18. So I got to move this decimal point 18 places. 9.223372037. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Let me get rid of this. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. That's how many different possible brackets are possible, all right? There are that many uniquely different ways that you could fill out a bracket. What is this number? Million, billion, trillion, gazillion, right? I mean, we're, again, huge number. How many people are on the planet? Hey, Google. Hey, Alexa. Someone tell me. No, right? How many, do y'all know? Let's go 10 billion, okay? Let's just go with 10 billion, all right? It's not that much, but let's go with 10 billion. Where's 10 billion here? Millions, billions, right? So if I just were to take out, if I were to divide by 10 billion, basically what would happen is this would all go away. And we would, I mean, I'm just really roughly estimating this. We would have this number. What's that? 92 million? So if every person on the planet filled out 92 million different brackets. So I've got my 92 million that I filled out. You got your 92 million. You got your 92 million. Everyone does 92 million different brackets. We will guarantee a winner. That's not happening though, right? It's not happening. So that's why they don't care. Because as soon as like, I mean, it's not that, you do think like Duke's going to play UTSA, like Duke's probably going to win. But that's why they call it March Madness, because UTSA will win, and then it's like, oh, then everyone's bracket's destroyed. So the whole point of this was to get you to see this right here again. This 2 to the 63, we just saw 3 to the 32. These are massive numbers, and that's what we'll study more next time. Make sure you bring your calculators next time, because we're going to need them to graph the functions. But it'll be real simple, calculator stuff. Question? No? Okay. Yeah, if you want to, you can. But since I did them right in front of y'all, I can't take it as the same as everyone else. Okay. All right, y'all are free to go. Who's coming on my office hours? They're not here. The two people? All right. I'm not sure what's going on with it. Yes.